Gen Z becomes the first generation in history to have basically a lower IQ. So Gen Z kids are thick as fuck, thicker than their parents.
So what makes Gen Z? What year is that?
Gen Z 2000. No. Because what are we? We're millennials, right?
Oh, mate, I ain't got a clue.
Gen Z is Gen Z is 1997 to 2012.
Okay, yeah. So I know, yeah.
Yeah. So these are all these fuckers who don't like work.
Yeah, got no work ethic. And I get it, because literally everything that they live by is social media. Now, it can make sense with the AI, because like you can just find out any answer straight away. I mean, back in the day, we had to look through, obviously you have to search the internet properly, or even I remember the days before the internet when you had to search through textbooks and fucking encyclopedias to find the answers.
Do you remember when you had to like find the number through Yellow Pages?
Yeah.
Wrong. Fucking terrible, really.
Do you know, like 30% of like Gen Zs get their news all from TikTok?
That's what I mean. So like, how like swayed could their news? I mean, even I know the news outlets can be swayed as well, but like
it's like one of the worst places to get your information.
But the problem with getting all your information from TikTok is the algorithm tells you what it believes you need to see. So if all of a sudden you watch a couple of left-wing videos or a couple of right-wing videos, that's all you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're not going to get like a balanced approach. You need to go and hunt for that shit manually.
Yeah.
But and then people read the comments as well and feel like they're worth reading. Like just like little kids on there going like, oh, I hate this person. I hate Elon Musk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they get influenced by that, and they think like, because it's written down on the internet, they think it's worth reading, but it's just people talking shit and little kids on there.
That proper shit. Like sometimes when we get comments and people start talking shit, normally my reply is, we're going to see your mum. But people do talk a lot of shit.
Take the mature approach.
Yeah. And the younger ones, I call, like generation after us, they are scared of a bit of hard work sometimes.
They're not scared of it. They're absolutely terrified.
And also, it's a lot of mental health now. Like when I grew up, there was no mental health. Like,
No.
You just fucking
Do you know what?
job.
And I think it's a lot of it to do with socialising as well. Like back when we was growing up, you still went and played out. Everything was interaction with pretty much face to face. Now, and especially at work as well, you see a lot of the younger ones, they can't hold conversations. They want to just send emails and like messages. They don't want to speak about nothing. And I think that don't help. And then you see social media, and probably like a high percentage of it is what people want you to see and is all bullshit. But the youngsters see it and think it's true.
Yeah, and also, there's no like, you used to go and knock for your mate to come out.
Yeah.
Like there's none of that. You don't go around and knock the door. So you don't learn to engage with adults at an early age. Remember you used to just like roam the streets, go play football and that, just knock about. People are just not out anymore, right? It's mad.
I remember when I was at school, obviously, because you had to phone house phones to speak to each other.
Yep.
And it was like, right, Friday and Saturday, we're going to meet at this point on a Friday at, say, 5 p.m. And we'll meet at the same point on a Saturday at midday. And whoever arrives is out for the day. And then we would sit around for a little bit, make sure everyone's there. And then we'd go off out and play football or whatever else we did. So everything was always out.
It is mad. It is different now, isn't it? Like I remember we used to phone a house phone, and then like you could be on the phone for an hour, and you got to put it down and call again.
Yeah,
because that's when you start getting charged.
Yeah,
you start getting the ump in that. Ain't it?
And even then, like games consoles and that was out, and you played them, but like someone would come around your house and you'd play 2-player, or you could get the thing and play 3 or 4, and it'd be like a social thing, no online, and and it weren't all the time. Like you if it was cold or raining or whatever else, you'd play like games console, but otherwise you'd be out. Everyone just wanted to be out all the time.
My problem with games consoles now is when we were younger, and still, you play a game to complete it, right? You play one level 100 times
till you get through it. Yeah.
Now there's no levels. They're just open world designed to just keep you on there.
Yeah.
Like when you completed the game, you moved on. You got a new game,
and
you try again. Now you've got like fucking Roblox and Fortnite and all these other games, and you just never leave.
Yeah, I remember like
it's fucking mad.
You'd complete it. The only one you probably didn't really, was FIFA because he was just going season after season.
Yeah, but you'd end up smashing the fucking remote up before you fucking did that anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I find shocking as well is the amount of maybe you'd see like a couple TikTok where, you know, like this couple, they pull a prank on each other or something, or maybe like it's a public argument or someone's arguing with their neighbors and they filmed it or something. You see all the comments, people are like really buying into it. It's shocking how many people don't realize how staged this content is.
A lot of the time it's obvious, right? It's obvious how staged it is. You're like, you can't act, dude. Like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's so glaringly obvious, but the amount of people in the comments are like completely believing it and buying it. Like, so much, like most of what you see on that is clearly scripted.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. All right, next one before we... Is there one more before we go?
Sure.
Is that it? It might be it.
There's one more.
All right, we can... Yeah. So, I bubbed this in at the end, right? I felt a bit homosexual putting it in, to be fair. But you have to remove 3. I think it's fairly easy.
Social media first.
Gone. I'd fuck the gym off and all.
I'd fuck the gym off. Yeah. 2. The third one on this is a struggle. Like, alcohol is good. Money is needed. Music is good for the mood. Friends as well. So I think love's gone. Try and check what else. Like, what else would you get rid of?
Yeah, I'd fuck low off and all.
Like, it sounds savage, but actually everything else is.
Like, because you need the money to be able to buy the music
And alcohol.
have a beer, but also you need the money to have sex. So you got to take them on a date,
Yeah.
or you got to pay for the sex. So yeah, really, the love can fuck off.
Yeah, love, yeah.